Welcome back, everyone. I'm taking over for Gandhi, joining with Bravo in the booth. And we have a really exciting series right now. Dynasty up on Instinct 2-1. But I know you don't want to hear me talk anymore. You want to jump right into the game, so let's get it started. Game number 4 is going to be capture the flag on the pit. And we're going to get this one started with Tazoxic from Dynasty. And one interesting note I wanted to point out, Bravo, even though Instinct is made up of great Halo 3 players, they all used to know how to play the pit, they seem to have a lot of struggles on this map.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty surprising because I'd say that, as I kind of talked with this to Scott yesterday, I mean, I feel like the gameplay is very similar. You have the Cord spawn, I mean, you have the Mauler spawn, and you can kind of pinch those really well, and the game type is playing really fast. But one thing I did notice is that the battles are having a lot more around sword, bridge, and they're balanced across the whole map, so green and long haul. So perhaps they're just not used to that balanced play style. Maybe they're trying to hold one side of the map and it's not quite working for them. I think that could definitely be a part of their struggles.
Exactly. Maybe they still have that Halo 3 exact mentality. Now it's an entire new game. It's going to be played a little bit differently. But we see Tazoxic now with the evade and the rockets going to be pushing it on the flag. We start to run it. We have 2 members alive for Instinct, so hopefully they're going to be able to stop this flag run. But you see Tazoxic now picking up a snipe. He's got rockets down in the Mauler, and he's pretty much rolling with every single power weapon here on this map.
Yeah, it looks like, ooh, an excellent evade there, man. That was awesome. Rockets and evade are a dangerous combo.
Sick by evade. You know, he can get out of there so fast, but he's going to be taken down. But Formal's got the sniper. He's going through camo, and he's already taken faces. You can see 2 down right now for Instinct. They're going to be spawning low in their courtyard. Roy actually the only one alive. And it looks...
Yeah, Tazoxic's going to grab this evade, and I mean, having control on evade is dangerous because that last guy this evade guy can really kind of overcommit and then evade out of danger. So look for Instinct to try to take advantage of it, but Tazoxic to try to counter that with the evade.
Well, Dynasty right there just pushing in all 4 members on the flag of Instinct. They all just went down, really tough for them. And I really think they just kind of made a mistake there, mental error, just kind of all going in, not anyone staying back, going for a spawn kill. And that's going to be what happens when all 4 of your guys kind of in the same exact area. Yeah,
now let's see. Lunchbox here with the sniper on the long haul side. I think it's a good spot considering where his team is. And they might be able to get a run here. If we take a look at the Dynasty screens, they do have 1 sniper in the hands of Hines on their training, so that could prove to be a little roadblock they have to get past.
And Roy now making a move with the flag to green. He's going to throw it over for his twin brother. Thank God for that toss. I'm glad that it's back. We can run the flag through green. That seems to be, that camo seems to be the preferred way of choice, exactly like in Halo 3. Yeah. And I know we made mention of the fact that Instinct's a Halo 3 team, all Halo 3 players, but so is Dynasty.
Yeah, I mean, these are, I've coached Hines for a while, and the other 3, I've been watching their gameplay for a while. So I think that green hall run, in my opinion, is even easier. I think people are not having trouble with that jump at all. You could even sprint jump now, so it looks like it's a lot easier. So green and long haul definitely going to be preferred. Long haul only preferred if you have people kind of spawning training side and going up those ramps. But long haul is definitely something difficult to pull off. As you see now, the Instinct squad is up 1-0, and now they're going to be running this second flag.
Lunchbox barely missing Formal. He gets away in the sword as Lunchbox is sort of load. Lunchbox is a little bit scared. He was about to pop out if he was going to tip. His face taken by Formal, but now you see that evade is back up. Lunchbox taking it green, but Pistola now with the new rockets, and I think that's going to be huge. Rockets on this map have always been so vital.
Important. Number 1 priority, without a doubt, over Overshield, then generally over the sniper. Overshield should have popped just recently.
Lunchbox now putting in the second flag cap. Instinct taking a 2-0 advantage, and it seems that Instinct really starting to get the momentum back. The last 2 games definitely falling in Dynasty's favor. Dynasty looking so strong in both those games. Now Instinct finally starting to kind of heat up here.
Yeah, it might even go back into what you started to say, Chris. I mean, they have this Halo 3 knowledge, and to be able to work together on this map and grab the power weapons, I mean, it's really hard to stop a team who has their act together on the pit.
And you see Hines now on the platform from Instinct, playing at their cuts now, throwing a grenade, but it's going to get taken down. And we see pretty much all of Instinct back at their own base. Roy picking up the new sniper rifle, but you see Formal on the green, Tazoxic in the BR. I wonder if we're going to still call that the BR now that that weapon really doesn't exist anymore. But I do like the call out. I still remember that from the Halo 3 days, and Roy's starting to heat up with this sniper.
Now Hines on this evade. Let's see if he's able to kind of like work his way into the flag, getting naded here, so he shouldn't have trouble hiding into their base. Now, Hines staying alive is going to be huge for Dynasty because he is a total pain in the ass right now. He's just going to sit back in their base. He's going to snipe the guy, shoot the sniper on training. So ability to do that, and if he can stay alive, there's 2 guys doubling on flag. So really nice awareness there by Instinct. They take him out because Hines would have been a huge threat there, and Instinct is going to clean up those 2 kills. Now they're going to be able to push out of their base.
Great defense by Instinct. Almost a sick evade play there by Hines with the out DMR. You see Formal. He just takes face after face after face.
I think that just goes into like the amount that he practices and the fact that he's got so much experience on these maps. You can tell that he's got the awareness of exactly where Ogre 2 was and exactly where to have the headshot lined up. So props to him and his teammates for just communicating that through.
The thing about Formal when I watch him play as well, he seems to be that player that doesn't really get shot too often. I don't know why. He's in normal positions, but for some reason it's like his Master Chief's just kind of a little bit more invisible than everyone else, a little bit shake. But we see now Tazak's going to be running the flag. Formal with the sniper going to be guarding him. Misses Ogre 2, but Formal doing the objective work, grabbing the flag, knows how important it is to get it to his side of the map. And no one on Instinct is actually in any sort of position to stop it. Lunchbox trying to save something, but we're going to see Dynasty tie or get on the board. They're down 2-1.
Yeah, but what happened there was Formal, as you watched him, guys, getting that kill at Snipe 1. Hines had a really nice snipe double kill to get that, and that was 3 dead for Instinct, so Formal's just able to run that really easily. I also want to point out really quickly, Pistola's grab on that evade. You saw he was in the crosshairs of Formal, kind of edged himself against the wall and held B, or however his button configuration lies, held and got the ability just so he was close enough. So I thought that was a really nice tip there. He just kind of grabbed it, not on top of it, but instead just edged against the wall, stayed out of his crosshairs, and then probably evaded back. So there's a little tip for you guys to take into your game.
There you see it, Bravo dishing out the tips. Ogre 2 with the new rockets. Zazoxic though at the Instinct base with the sniper. And from the start of this game, we saw Instinct really getting into the Dynasty base. Now it seems that Dynasty's really starting to take it to Instinct. Instinct not able to really get past this halfway mark. As we see Destin in the sword. He's going to get shots on Pistola, who picks up the new sniper. And again, Lunchbox now grabbing these rockets in green. He's going to run back to his own green. Almost gets shot at. But you see the good evade from the rocket guy. Lunchbox just choking with the rockets, and now Dynasty's back at the Instinct flag.
Yeah, so Chris, I mean, do you tell me, do you think it's that everyone's kind of catching up to this Instinct level of play, or is it really this Dynasty roster that's kind of proving to be overpowering?
I think this Dynasty roster has been a little bit overpowering. I mean, we talked about it. We saw them in Pool D, especially against Believe the Hype, who in my mind was actually going to be one of the contenders to win the tournament.
Mine as well, yeah.
And they just absolutely smoked them in that match. Dynasty looking so impressive, and I really think, like you said, I think Instinct definitely had the advantage earlier in the season when a lot of teams really couldn't compete with them individually. Boy, heating up with this snipe. Spawn kills. This looks exactly like Halo 3.
It looks just like Halo 3, man. Exactly what I was thinking. He's sitting on the bridge connector, and now he's waiting for the BAR spawn.
But I also think it has to do, Instinct doesn't seem to necessarily be playing with the exact same teamwork as the other teams. I don't know, Bravo. Maybe it is teams catching up. Maybe it's Instinct having a bad tournament. But Roy, if he's sniping like this, it's not going to really matter.
Lunch unable to get the touch, though. Probably, yeah, its flag is going to reset. So that was an example. I mean, if people remember back in the day, Pistola had a running riot. So in Halo 3, that was 15 kills on that mid-bridge sword area one time. And we actually lost the game in tournament on Triggers Down. So no matter how much slaying you have on this map, it comes down to running the flag, and some teams run out the hard way.
And as well, positioning as well, you know, the best flag run we've seen, you know, get into their mauler area, their BR, their plat area, make them spawn bottom of the tower, have someone on the training, just kind of spawn killing and run that flag through camo and green. And even if you're spawn killing the entire game, if you don't have those players running the flag or you're actually not in a good position, you're not going to get the caps.
Yeah, absolutely. If a team is spawning and you're only at the halfway mark, it's very difficult to kind of pressure them into a spawn. I mean, if you don't have a guy on their flag, which is why it's so important that while you're setting up to run the flag, you have someone sprinting into their mauler, you have someone sprinting in their pit. I mean, and if you don't, you end up killing the team, and they spawn, they're going to have a leg up because they can see you on their death screens, and they're going to be able to nade and pre-nade, and it makes it difficult. So I'd say the team that proves to be most aggressive on some weird shots there from Lunchbox Looked like one of those maybe should have hit. So Rockets dropping right now. Let's see how Instinct tries to set up for these.
Already, Dynasty. Tzatziki was waiting in the Rockets. They brought the Overshoot guy. Tzatziki with not a triple kill. He did get 3 kills, though, very fast. And that's all 4 dead for Instinct. Pistola now going to be spawning low in their courtyard. And this generally is a guaranteed cap in this game type.
Awesome run there from Tzatziki. He sprints into the flag, throws it up to Heinz, who had the overshield. So it looks like they're going to tie this up. Heinz getting some shots. Ooh, he's taken out before he can get it in. Let's see. 4 more sprint into the flag. I don't think he's going to have trouble capping this. And they do tie it 2-2. You hear the crowd.
I really do. I want every game formal plays. I want to see headshot medals. Because in this series alone, I've seen at least 12 to 15 medals. I mean, every time he gets a sniper, it feels like it's a brainer. But now Roy does have these rockets. He's at the PR. All of Dynasty. Lunchbox with his twin brother over there. They're kind of stuck, though, because Overture and Pistola are dead. And all 4 members of Dynasty alive, and they're looking to just kind of clean Roy up. Ooh, Lunchbox saving his brother right there, Formal with some good shots. But it just seems Dynasty constantly in these fights ending up with the better positioning and the better ratio, I guess, of players and numbers.
Heinz there missing the jump that might have given him a little bit of advantage here. If he's able to take out Orga 2, he might just try to sprint for this touch, but he plays it carefully. Probably a smart idea as you heard those nades going off, and he might not be able to get this touch here. I think, Chris, if he had been able to run that flag over, that he could have gotten it for the green and he wouldn't have had any trouble. They might have taken the lead there.
But at the same time, he did make a good play. He killed Ogre 2. He was going to help with the sniper at his base, but I do agree that green jump kind of choke right there. But Heinz definitely playing smart. He's going to stay alive, kind of be a distraction over here, allow his team to hopefully run through camo, but Instinct having none of it, they're going to hunt him down.
Yeah, it's really great to see Heinz, staying on top because he's such a solid player. And he had a tough spell in Halo 3. Remember his run was straight ripping, everything. So it's good to see him back on top. I think he's such a solid player, excellent communicator, and a great teammate now as Ogre 2 grabs that overshield, and his team is going to try to push in and regain map control.
Yeah, Heinz definitely a type of player where I feel like his comfort level on the team is really going to matter. If he's not comfortable with his teammates, you're going to see his play fall a little bit, but he looks so comfortable with these guys.
Absolutely.
Especially with the way I think Dynasty was formed. Dynasty, it felt like Believe the Hype was the collection of all the kids who wanted to play together. Dynasty, kind of the leftovers, and you know what they said? They were like, screw it, we're going to make our own team, and we're going to be happy to play with each other. And I think that kind of chemistry and that camaraderie is really, it's showing in their gameplay.
Absolutely. I mean, it's weird to say, but even in the pro ranks, there's a lot of pros who don't practice as much as they should, and there's people who don't necessarily, love playing this game. And I think that the 8 screens that you guys are watching right now, these kids love to play this game, and it is great to see.
And it makes a huge difference in their gameplay. As once again, Dynasty's pushing into the needle side. Lunchbox going against, I think it was Tzatziki winning that DMR battle. Now we see Pistola, though, going for a little bit of a sneaky cap. I don't know how much this is going to work. You see him going to double back. He knows that he's got no help. He's going to try to look for a player. Touch the flag, sees Destin. Throwing grenade. And he's going to get out DMR without doing any damage to Destin. A tough break there. But Ogre 2 now grabbing the rockets.
It's a weird
getting sniped.
It's a weird time to run that flag, and I think the reason he doubled back is because you had all weapons dropping on that minute, and in that situation, if he used to run the flag and he dies, that leaves his team down 3 versus 4 while rockets are coming up, and that's certainly something you don't want to do in Green Hall. So I think that's probably the reason why he waited, and as a result, now you see Roy with the rockets. So there he goes and gets a double kill. So I think overall, definitely the safer play. They end up with power rep control. Yeah, maybe even a chance to get a run here.
I know when I played Pit CTF, the biggest thing I would always stress to my team would be that no matter what, it's better to come back and stop a flag run than make a flag run of your own. You saw Pistola drop that flag knowing it's going to be tough for him to get a sneaky cap. Much better for him to come back and try to stop anything Dynasty was doing. But now we see again, this is the first time we've seen multiple players on Instinct over on the same side, or the Dynasty side together. And this is looking like a pretty good setup, except they don't really see too many Dynasty players on the map. It looks like Dynasty's trying to switch the entire map on him. You have Heinz running the flag. Formal going to help him out running it.
Heinz missing the jump once again.
Ooh, Heinz, I don't know what's his deal. I mean, even after you said it's the easy jump now to make.
I should have jinxed him, man.
Yeah, exactly, but Heinz making it all the way through green with that OB, but Ogre 2 is going to be there to stop it. All 4 dead here
for Dynasty, so Ogre 2 is definitely going to try to run this and not even really worry about that flag that's down in long haul. I think something that's really awesome is kind of like comes with being a pro player and the experience that it brings. you kind of get the feeling when you're running a flag and it's just not going to happen. You know what I mean? I mean, you played long enough that you totally understand what I'm saying. You know when you're running it and you kind of look at the indicator on your screen and your map positioning that it's probably not going to happen. So it might be a situation where Dynasty might have wanted to slow that flag run down after Heinz had missed the jump, maybe do a flank or something.
We got 3 members of Instinct now trying to get this flag, but they go down from some great grenades. And Roy getting out DMR by Destin. That's going to be 3 down now. Pistol the only one alive. Bottom snipe. He's going to be chased out.
And he
gets the no-scope. But Dynasty in a good position to start running this camo. They pick off Pistola and Ogre 2 with a God spawn into the Mauler. He's going to stop Formal. And it looks like Instinct's going to be able to just stop this flag unless they just completely forget about Toxic. And Toxic coming up huge from behind, grabbing it, running it through. And this is 3 dead now for Instinct. Roy's the only one left alive. He's got the sniper going onto the training.
Pull off a miracle.
Oh my God. He pulls off a miracle. And he pulls off a miracle. Oh man, if he had pulled it off, it would have been sick. But Dynasty now picking up, Dynasty with a 3-2 lead. We've only got 20 seconds to go.
Unbelievable timing there. Unbelievable timing there. It almost happened, and now you see Dynasty really putting the pressure on here in these last seconds. Instinct gets the pull, though.
Instinct's getting the pull. Lunchbox running at bottom snipe. This is really not where they want to run. And you see now 2 members on Instinct going down, but the rockets are up. Roy's picking them up now. He's going to pick up a kill, shoot another random rocket,
does not get a pull.
But Heinz does not get the pull. And as long it's nowhere, there it is. Dynasty is going to defeat Instinct 3-1.
Awesome series. Awesome series to watch. I mean, just back and forth gameplay the entire time.
And you see them shaking hands right now. The game has not officially ended. They're still kind of sitting in the game, so we don't have the stats to bring up to you. But Dynasty giving Instinct its second series loss in the last 4 events. And they've just looked incredibly solid all tournament long, finally coming out here tonight in the winter semis and proving it by getting to the winners finals.
I mean, awesome play there. You see Toxic giving Formal a big hug and kind of shaking him around.
So that does the end. That's it for the winners semis. We've got Dynasty moving on tomorrow to play against Infamous. But you know, we want to bring someone back here to interview. I'm calling out Formal. I want you to come back here, bud. I want to hear what you have to say. But again, congratulations to Dynasty.
And once again, just taking a look at the stats, I mean, you just saw you had Instinct who totally outslayed, I mean, Dynasty. You even saw Formal, who almost unheard of, was going -1.
Yeah.
And, I mean, take a look here. So you have the bottom 3 players on the screen, +9 here. And barely, you know, look at the numbers here for Dynasty. So literally, they know how to play the map, and they play with an objective in mind.
Better positioning, better teamwork, better flag caps. They're going to win the series 3-1. Again, congrats to Dynasty. Instinct will drop down tomorrow. They're going to be in the top 12, you know, or I should say the top 6. They're going to play one of the winners coming all the way through the losers bracket. So, you know, they're not out of it yet. They still have a good chance of coming back, maybe even winning the tournament. But, you know, Dynasty, congrats. And we're going to come back in a quick commercial break, and we're going to have Formal for an interview.